And we're back. And we're at 18 dupes of 141. This is going to take a while. First things first, though, we're going to finish excavating this out. We're pretty much exactly where we left off from last time, though I am going to start adding in some ranches. I was going to hold off on ranching because I thought it'd be too intensive on our CPU, but I think we'll do some early ranching just to get ourselves some coal. Our coal reserves are only 85 tons. I'd like to actually build that up quite a bit. But expand our mushrooms, get in a couple of ranches, make sure we have enough CO2 to get our mushrooms in, and then we're going to pour all our water down here. I want to dump some water on top of this ice biome, because if we melt the ice, we get all the water out of it, as opposed to, you know, digging up the ice, you lose half the mass. So I'm going to dump all the water from this surrounding area on top of this ice biome and hopefully melt a lot of it into a blob of polluted salt water, clean water. Ooh, please welcome our next colonist. Let's see which one it is. Oh, this is the worst. Well, okay, not the worst, but bottomless stomach I really don't like because it increases calorie consumption. Allergies means I can't use any of the floral scents for stress relief, which would be an annoyance. I'd prefer to avoid allergy people. So I think, yep, I think we're taking Skylar Manning as our colonist / patron number 19. Wonderful. They can be our new cook. Well, they can be our additional cook. At the same time, it is probably a good time to make a change here. We're going to enable proximity. This means the dupes will go to the nearest things to be done. It's to do with the priority system. I did a whole tutorial on this. It just means that they'll go to the closest things regardless of importance. For example, power supply is considered a very high priority and oxygen production and all that. But if I have these at level 6, whichever is the closest level 6 they'll do, regardless of how vital to the colony it is. It just cuts down on them running across the map quite a bit. Assuming you know what you're doing, it's actually quite useful to do pretty early on. Yeah, especially when you've got this many duplicates. We're on 19 duplicates on cycle 48. Over here, our mushroom farms are coming along nicely. I think I'm going to stick in some ranches back here. This should be pretty straightforward. And oh my god, how much slime is back there? Oh, no, that's polluted dirt. That's fine, that's fine. I thought it was slime for a minute. We didn't want to be wasting that stuff. This will be what one of our ranches look like. We don't have... We literally don't have the skills to do automation just yet. We've got the research knocked out. In fact, we have an enormous amount of research knocked out already. At this stage of the game, I don't think I've ever had this much research done, but we've got the labor to do it, so why not? We'll stick in a bunch of ranches back here. Should be pretty simple. This is what our ranches are going to look like. There is going to be sedimentary rock put in all of these. Not just yet, though. We're going to do some other stuff in the background. We're also going to want some incubators up here so we can put our hatches in there. We are going with the unpowered incubator variant because why not? If we're going to do things in bulk, we might as well do them in super bulk. Now we just have to find all the hatches on the map and bring them in here. No, wait, no. First we want food delivered for them, then we want all the hatches on the map in here. This is taking a little bit longer than anticipated, namely because there's so much work to do around the map based on all of the dig commands and all of the resources that need doing, but it's okay. We've got more labor on the way. It's been 3 cycles. It's time to hire another dupe. So we've got unconstructive and gastrophobic. You know what? Either of these would be perfect. Gastrophobic or unconstructive, we can... unconstructive is an annoyance, of course. But one thing I do like is the overjoyed response of Balloon Artist. We're going to have so many dupes that pretty much anything that allows us to do bulk bonuses, like Sparkle Streakers will help everyone out, but Sticker Bombers not so much. Balloon Artist will hand out balloons to everyone. So welcome Daniel Mole. Daniel Mole. I know I always get these wrong. Our 20th duplicant / patron. Welcome to the base. Hopefully you live all the way to the end. We'll get you a quick hat and get you straight into digging, which is pretty much your main priority. Down here, we're finally getting down to this point where we still haven't got down to the ice biome, and we've still got this. Where is it? Yes. There's a vent or a geyser down here we have to go and explore. I do just want to make sure we get all of that water out of there and shunt it over to the side. I am trying to leave the pinch of pepper nuts in place because we can turn those into tea at our tea station. There's a mod I'm running that turns the coffee station into a tea station. Just so that, you know, the game is actually... You know, we want to give our dupes something nice. This chlorine gas down here is starting to become a problem. The distance my dupes have to travel to get oxygen, so yeah, we're going to put in a little gas filtration system here. We're going to suck out all the chlorine and we're going to dump it up here into these gas tanks. It's a little bit of a long journey, but that's where I decided to put the gas tanks earlier and now I'm just not moving them. Over here, we've got a few hatches in, though. Oh, damn it, I forgot to put in the food, didn't I? They're going to starve if I'm not careful. We'll put sedimentary rock in there. That'll help turn them into stone hatches, though realistically, I just sort of want to take all the sedimentary rock. We have an awful lot of it because of our demolition, and turn it into, coal. That's what we'll get out of it. And why is our mushrooms not expanding as fast as I'd like? What is your skill level? You should have very high agriculture. Seed chance plus 30%? What? How many seeds are you giving us out? Not enough. That should really have expanded out already. What's our food looking like? Yeah, we've still got 18,000 calories of fried mushrooms on top of our 200,000 calories of pickled meal. Let's just hope our mushrooms keep going up, otherwise we'll start getting into food problems. All right, let's finish this off down here. Oh, something just came to my attention that we should probably take care of now. Where was it? Toilets. Yeah, our liquid tank is almost full. I think we're going to do a bit of expansion back here. I knew this was going to happen, so I'd done a little bit of prep work and made sure we had some room back here. We'll just stick a quick liquid tank right about there, and we can add the overflow to that. Yeah, that'll do, and we can add on a few extra tanks. All of that polluted, well, all of that clean water full of germs, we'll throw that into an electrolyzer later, but for now, it's just going to have to sit there. Okay, what were we doing? Oh yes, expanding rapidly and trying to core out as much of the map. I think we're doing pretty well for cycle 53. Yeah, but we could be doing better. We've almost hit the ice biome, and we have had to move the gas pump down a little bit just so we could filter out some more chlorine. This is not a perfect filtration system if you don't have a high pressure gas vent, so unfortunately, you know, a little bit of carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen, some of the other stuff is getting in there, but most of the chlorine, like 131 kilos of chlorine out of the way, I'm going to call that a win. Yeah, I call a lot of things a win, but we're making a lot of compromises here. All right, let's see who's next up. Ooh, this is good choices. We've got 2 diver's lungs. If we can reduce oxygen consumption, that's always a plus. That's going to be our big limiter as it gets to late game. So, irritable bowel or triophobic. You know what? Considering the amount of people we have that can dig, this is probably the least annoying. I sort of want to keep our bathrooms freer of people. We're going to have a lot of people through here. Okay, so welcome to our 21st colonist and patron, Brian Butchetter. Wait, no, Butcha? Brian Butcha? I try. I really try, I swear. Well, that's another duplicate to add. Excuse me while I just do the skills and things. Just a quick note, we have 12 schedules and we've maxed out about 10 of them with 2 people and one of them's half done. We have a lot of dupes already. This is 21 by cycle 54. I'm beginning to feel the pressure already. All right, let's finish this off. Let's get this done. Ooh, another minor issue. Someone's getting the starving notification again. Duplicate needs food. Calories are at... Ooh, you know what? We're going to have to make some changes here. I think it's time we give everyone an extra downtime slot again. We're digging far enough away from home. Extra downtime slot is going to be required for all. Now, let's just make sure this person doesn't starve to death. Sorry, Matthew. We'll get you sorted. Once you get to the bathroom, we'll hopefully get you some food and then off to bed. Oh well, you live to see another cycle. That's fine, that's fine. Almost down to the ice biome. Jeez, this took a little bit more time than I was anticipating. But once we've dug down to there, we'll sort of use this as a water pit and use the warm water that comes down to melt this whole area. Oh, we finally got down there. I put in a couple of temperature shift plates. It's melting all the ice quite rapidly. That should give us some nice cold... Well, that's going to be a mess of water. But we're going to start dumping all the water above it in. So all the water up here, we're going to just let it all flow down here. And eventually it should melt this whole ice biome. That would give us a sort of a nice pool of slushy, chilled water that we can use to start pumping out oxygen. Oh, we need to move this as well, don't we? All right, lots more water for the pile. How much more water can we stick into that pile, though? Oh, there's a slime biome. I don't know if there's any mushrooms left in it, but I do want to demolish it just in case there is. Our mushroom supplies are good, but they could be better. We've managed to fill off that row, and we're going to put another row up there. Though, have we got enough carbon dioxide to fill that? You know what? We'll manage. This is the game running at full speed. I've uninstalled the speed mod because, well, we were never going to be able to use it with this kind of duplicate count. But yeah, that should be another row of mushrooms good to go. Once that carbon dioxide fills up, we're using all the carbon dioxide that's coming out of our coal generators. But now that we've got this water tank down here, we can take off the kid gloves and we can really start demolishing this area. Before we can even get stuck in here, really, though, we've got another duplicate that needs hiring. Okay, let's see what we have here. You know, I know this person has a bottomless stomach and they're going to eat more food, but they do have +7 animal husbandry, and that's a big bonus. So say hello to Smirk, duplicate number 22, also going to be our rancher. That brings us up to 22 duplicates. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I added in some more bedrooms over here. So there's 8, 16, 32 bedrooms or so. We've got a lot of bedrooms. We've got a lot of dining areas. The food is going quite well, actually. We're almost up to 300,000 calories, and our fried mushrooms are still going up, and we're still expanding them rapidly. But down here, yep, time to harvest more slime. How much slime have we got left? 57 tons. Yeah, we still need more. We're going to run out of that really quickly. It's a bit of a mess, but at least we're getting all the water where it needs to go. Well, that's nearly an entire other slime biome, though that did take us almost 3 cycles. Yeah, that next duplicate is coming along quite shortly, I believe. Yeah, 0.4 of a cycle. At the same time, I've got the skill scrubber up and running. The reason being is, where is it? Zombie pops. Yes, they are going to be our designated mechatronics engineer. Unfortunately, I wasted a point on exosuit training, so I think we scrub them and we can finally get a mechatronics engineer up, which means we can start getting into automation. Ah, there they are, getting a nice skill scrub. They'll be fine. They'll be out in no time. Now that we've that biome done, you know what? Let's grab this one while we're here. Couldn't quite get it done before the next duplicate is ready for printing, so we've got these three to work with, and ooh, diver's long. Kinda have to go with that, don't we? Say hello to our next duplicate slash patron, Coach Life. They shall be machinery and science and construction. You know what? They're definitely going to be a mechatronics engineer. As we come to the end of this, I've decided we're going to put all the poke shells in here. Unfortunately, that's a bit of an annoyance because there's actually too many critters that we can't actually drop them off there. So there's been a little bit of a cull gone on and we've annihilated all of the shine bugs that were lying around the place. And if we've gotten enough of them, we should be able to start... Oh, there's one right there. How are you sleeping in midair? You know what? It doesn't matter. Soon you'll be dead. Our duplicate's going to come along and mop that later. We're going to start going up now. We have mostly been going down and demolishing this side, but I want to go up here and I want to tap into that steam. The reason being, it's still heating up the top of my base just a little bit too much. That's getting a little bit scaldy up there. So let's go take the pressure off that heat it's giving off, shall we? Well, that's going on. Zombie Pops has been skill scrubbed, so it's time to get ourselves a mechatronics engineer. Doop, doop. Okay, yeah. And boom. There we go. Now we can start doing some proper automation. The first thing I think we're going to do is... Ooh, maybe infinite food. Yes, infinite food it is. So, deconstruct you. We're going to make this very simple. We're going to put a brick right there. Then once that is there, you know what? We will brick all of this in now. We're going to put bricks all around there, all around. Now that we have that tightly in there, let's get our shipping in. Put a conveyor chute in there and get ourselves a conveyor rail. Let's see if this works. So we now have a conveyor chute inside a vacuum. Perfect. Now all we've got to do is dump an enormous amount of food in there. Since we only have one mechatronics engineer, I am going to be very inefficient and just emergency this the whole way through. I just need to get this done and all the food moved. Then we just select all the foods that we want to go in there. Oh, ingredients as well. Those pinch of pepper nuts take up a lot of space. It'd be nice to have them in there. And sleep wheat grain, you know what? We're probably not going to keep that around. We're going to cook it up. That should allow us to dump it all in there. And if I'm smart, I should probably throw in something that produces some chlorine. I'm thinking a bit of bleach stone in there might not be a bad idea too. Do you know when you do something dumb? Yeah, it turns out I've created a bit of an infinite loop. They keep pulling the food out of there to put back in the fridges to go back in the conveyor loader. Let's maybe do a little bit of adjustments here. Alright, there we go. They should all get dumped back in there now. Before we move on, what I want to do is put some gas in here. The reason being... This is currently a vacuum. You can kind of see it there at the very bottom, vacuum unbreathable. That acts as a perfectly sterile environment, so none of the food should go off. However, it's not always the case. Sometimes something goes off in there and you end up with polluted oxygen and then the whole thing suddenly dies off and it's a really big mess. So what I'd like to do is put in some bleach stone and then the bleach stone will off-gas some chlorine. But to do that, I need to set this to manual and I don't want the big loop happening again. So I've copied all our settings over there so they're nice and safe. And then we can scrub all of this, go to consumable ore, find bleach stone, allow manual use, put this to an extremely high priority and someone will be along to dump some bleach stone in there shortly. Here's Grogden Freeman. Hello, Grogden. Well, they're bringing us the bleach stone. Perfect. Once all of that is in, we can just turn off allow manual use and boom, we end up with a bunch of bleach stone going in there. A little bit of it might off gas as it's going in. You know what? It's not the worst. But inside here, this should now pressurize to about 1.8 kilos of chlorine. It'll take a little bit of time. Wait, why are you delivering more bleach stone? I turned off allow sweep. Oh no, they're all done. They're all done. Once that's full, all the bleach stone is in. Done. We can scrub this, copy the settings back. And that's our infinite food storage setup. Well, for that area anyway. We may have to expand our dining facility soon enough. But first, yes, let's go in here. This is all very hot water. And what's the temperature in here? Yeah, so it's about 60 C. All of that water is going to pour down here, straight down here, pour in here and end up in our cool biome. Hopefully chilling down that water nicely. We could also put it straight into an electrolyzer, but you know what? I'm not that motivated. Also, we've got an awful lot more polluted water up here we can go extract. And, good and bad, the ladder we put up here has run straight into an neutronium patch. It would have been better if we could have went straight up some more, but at least we get to find out what's in there. We were just freeing up all of this glorious water to go down to our ice biome when it's time for another duplicate to join the fold. Cycle 63 and our 24th duplicate. What have we got here? Gastrophobic, anemic, pacifist. None of these really, but ooh, a cook. You know what? We've got 3 already, but we're probably going to need a 4th. So say hello to. No, wait. Ben Blything. Bleathing? That's a Y. So Bleathing? Blight. Well, Ben, welcome. We're just going to call you Ben because I'm terrible at the pronunciations. I have just proven time and time and time again. All right, is anyone getting scalded there? Jason, Sutton, just get down out of there. Come on, you're bathing in that boiling hot water. Well, okay, it's not quite boiling, but it's pretty warm. Wait, no, don't hang around. Go, 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 go. Everyone out of there. Everyone out. Perfect. I think we'll leave that water to... Why are you going back in? What? You know, there's slime everywhere, all over the map, and you're going into the hottest part of it to get it. Muffins. Duplicants. Gotta love them. Currently, 2 of our duplicants are suffering from heat stroke, and 2 of them are suffering from slime lung, which only leaves us 20 healthy duplicants. Oh no. Oh, great, we've got a booger. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Alright, how is this going down here? Oh, this melting is going really well. We started to chew through this quite nicely. Oh, and we still have this down here to get at. Don't worry, we'll take care of that before the end of the episode. It's just for now, we've got an awful lot of water and slime up here we need to take care of. This is producing just a little bit too much heat to be convenient right now, so we're just going to brick it off. And, ooh, there's an awful lot of water around here we can harvest for now and keep us going. Ooh, excellent. What have we got over here? So it's not a vent. If it was a vent, it'd be 4 tiles wide. Let's see what we got. Come on, people. And we have a copper volcano. Damn it. Just give me more water. It's all I want. Lots and lots and lots of water. Oh, mushroom-wise, yeah, we just got our hands on a whole boatload of this stuff. I think once we demolish this, we'll have even more mushrooms. And we're going to try and analyze this while we're in here to see if we can't get a feeling for how much water we're going to get out of this. I changed my mind on the analysis. It was taking too much time. And it was too exhausting. Everyone out of there. That's about to erupt again anyway. Ooh, dupes are getting a little scalded. That's fine, that's fine. We can put together ourselves some hospital beds. It'll only take a second. Frankly, I'm kind of surprised we managed to make it this far without anyone getting injured. Come on home, duplicants. You'll be fine. We'll stick you in some beds. You can heal up. In the meantime, we're going to demolish this entire biome here and get ourselves some more water. So, yeah, this might take a couple of minutes. Or maybe a few cycles. So much slime. We're going to have a lot of slime to keep us in mushrooms for a while, but I don't know if it won't last forever. We've got to use this to buy ourselves time until we get to shovels. So it's taking a little while, but we're getting lots and lots of slime for slime. At the same time, we've got another duplicant to choose from, so let's see what we got. Well, I'm not getting flatulent, that's for sure. That leaves us with unconstructive and noodle arms, either of which I don't care about, and you know what, we'll grab this one. This one's just the unconstructive is kind of annoying long term. We'll say hello to our newest duplicant 25/patron, Joshua Garrett. 25 by cycle 66. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. Another thing we need to take care of is the automation on these down here. I've got a bunch of eggs that have started to collect down there, so maybe let's get a few more of these into the incubators. We'll have a bunch of them get sent into an evolution chamber we'll produce over here. But that should be enough ranches. Actually, should we put in a 4th? 4 is perfect. Right. Copy the last of those settings down there, and we should have a decent ranch setup. Oh, stone hatches. Yes, we need to make sure stone hatches are also going in here. You know what? I really don't care if it's a mix. All we're trying to do is get rid of all of our sedimentary rock, of which we have an enormous amount. So stone hatches and regular hatches can both go in there, and we still haven't had a stone hatch. Okay. They'll be there in a while. One of them will show up eventually. All the rest of the eggs are going to get swept over there and dumped into that section. In fact, there should be a few of them on their way now. We'll dump in some water in there and we can have some evolution going on. So 8, 16, 32 eggs. Each one of these can support 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Alright, so maybe I overbuilt slightly. But you know what? We can add in a few more ranches. Before we can really get stuck into that, we've got another duplicant to choose from. They just keep coming. There's no escape. Loud sleeper, I'd like to avoid that. We're going to have some very compressed sleeping spaces. We can work around it, but I'd prefer to avoid it. And that gives us Yoko, small bladder, and narcoleptic. I just don't like narcoleptic. That means our newest duplicant / patron at number 26 is Kevin Clark. I think this one will be assigned to supplying. Yes, that seems very reasonable. I have cut research for the moment because we'd almost destroyed our entire starting water. For example, we're not using our starting water for anything but research, and we almost destroyed it all just going for that. Down here, where was it? Yes, a few more ranches, I'm thinking. That should get us enough hatches to get us enough coal to last us a while. Was it? Yeah, all 96 tiles. Perfect, perfect. So 8 ranches, that many incubators should sort us out. Unpowered. Oh, we may need another couple of ranchers. You know what? Nope. We'll worry about that in a bit. It's going to take a while for that to spin up anyway. So let's just finish the last of the slime. We're almost all the way through the slime biome, though we found another piece of neutronium. So let's hope that's water. Please, please, come on. We found loads of things that were not water already. New printables are available. Let's have a gander. Narcoleptic is one I'm not fond of, and bottomless stomach also very not fond of, which leaves small bladder, and we've got a meep, a digging meep. Alright, so Meep the Digger is now Jarek Dane. So Jarek, I hope you don't mind being a meep. You're duplicant slash Patreon number 27. Ooh, yeah, okay, let me set up your scheduling. There is a lot of slime biomes on this map. Damn it, that's not an event either, is it? I'd forgotten how many there was. Did this change? I think there used to be less slime biomes, but now it just seems like I've been digging through mostly slime the whole way out. Okay, come on, give us something good. Don't be a hydrogen vent. Looks like a hydrogen vent is a hydrogen vent. Yeah, you can tell with that little purple thing there. Oh well, that leaves one more vent down the bottom we'll have a look at. But first, let's see what's inside here. Decoth is going to be the one to open the door, and I'm guessing... Oh, it's just a bunch of these. You know what? Let's rummage through the lot of them. Maybe we'll find some suits that people can wear. Oh, and more mushrooms as well. I kind of wish I'd demolished this biome earlier. It was full of so many seeds and slime and all sorts of good stuff. Like, there's just bunches of fungal spores lying about the place. How many seeds we got of fungal spores? We got 26 fungal spores. We could throw that in a whole other mushroom farm. We might want to move our power supply thing. You know what? Let's expand this out. I've been doing some preparations here so that we can maybe expand out our power grid just a little bit. At the same time, over here, we've got in 2 extra coal generators, and their only job is to fuel our cooking. We're going pretty hardcore on the coal here, and for getting our power energy or oxygen up here, I put in 2 coal generators, and they're providing power up to all of their to 3 oxygen diffusers. Algae wise, we're up to almost 100 tons. What's happening here is we're expanding so fast, we're finding more algae than we're consuming. Though that won't last forever. That will eventually break down. Down here, you'll notice our ice biome is melting nice and handily. That is sort of exactly what we want. The more we melt it, the more we end up with nice lukewarm water we can use for something, and we don't actually have to dig through that ice biome for anything. I know we're losing all of the seeds, but you know what? Who cares? You know what? We got a bunch of water over here as well. I say we drop all of that water down into this ice biome and pretty much repeat the same procedure. Before we could really get started on that, we just have to do one more thing. That's right, another duplicant. They just keep coming. Flatulent, no thank you. Gastrophobic, triophobic. You know, I've got so many builders and diggers that really makes no difference anymore. Machinery, you know what? We have Andy. Patreon and duplicant number 28, and they will become a mechatronics engineer. Quick thing here, I'm going to set Andy as an improved tinkerer, give them a hat, and then this is just to remind me that this person is going to be a tinkerer so that I don't mess up their stats at a later date. When you've got this many duplicants, trying to remember what to do when you get them in is a pain in the butt. So as you'll see here, this one's going to be a digger, this one here is going to be a supplier, this one here also going to be a supplier. You might as well double down on that one. This one's going to be a cook. But once I've got the first point in, any second points they go in usually goes into carrying to increase their carry capacity. Except if they're a mechatronics engineer, I suppose. It's just the way I like to do it is make sure I get them into the hat of their choice for whatever skill tree they're going to go into, and then leave that hat on them so I know that's what they're for, and then all the rest of the points I throw usually into carrying at some point so that you can improve their carry supply, just because it's so incredibly useful. They've got 2 levels of digging. The only digging they need that for is diamond and obsidian, which we don't care about. We've got plenty of diggers who can do that, so now we can throw them into improved carrying. And that's sort of just the whole system I've been using. Everyone's got one specialty, they get their hat, that's it. Pit made, now, well, I'd prefer to get these shaved off, but you know what, we'll let the dupes do what they're going to do. We'll hollow this out, and oh my god, how many slime biomes is there left on this map? Like, that entire thing there was a slime biome. There was a massive slime biome over, well, a smaller slime biome over there, another one over there, and what's that noise? That was bad, right? That was a scalding or someone getting suffocating. Never mind, they seem to have recovered, it's okay. We do have a few people with slime lung. Wait, why is epsilon in red? Oh no, never mind. We do have a few people with slime lung over here, namely because, well, this place got a little bit in... It's a little bit germy, okay, and our people have not got around to delivering all the filtration medium just yet, but they will soon enough. Now let's just finish this off. Good news, good news. We've got a vent over here, or a geyser, and since it's in the ice biome, it could be slush, I think, maybe. But we've also got another duplicate to name. Our new patron is not a mouth breather, so they are a yokel. Sorry about that, Jess. So Jess Stewart will be our duplicant slash patron number 29. It's only cycle 78, and I already have just about the most amount of dupes you'll ever have on a map. Once this is done, well, once we've got the basis of this done, we'll go have a look at this event. Alright, let's see what this game has in store for us today. Hopefully it'll be something good. Please, 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 please be a liquid. Damn you. I'm pretty sure that's not what we're hoping for. What's the bet? It's frozen carbon dioxide? Yeah, frozen carbon dioxide sounds about right for today. Oh, wait, no. Hot polluted oxygen vent. Well, you know what? Let's open this up straight away. There's no point holding off on these ones. We'll just throw in a couple of deodorizers. A little bit of oxygen can't hurt, can it? Ooh, that's fun. That's a lot of water. That should hopefully help speed up the melting of that ice biome. Should take no time at all. Though we do have this giant ice biome on the left, we'll probably have to throw a tepidizer in that at some point just to cool it down, or to warm it up. That's this. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to go any further up there. I want to go down and find out what is the last vent we've got available to us. The one down the bottom of the map. The one that we had since the last episode. Wow, we've cored out a fair chunk of the map by, what, cycle 81? I think that's good work so far. Down here, there is one down here in a caustic biome. I don't hold that much hope, but let's go have a look. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get down here. What with the layer of carbon dioxide and stuff, there's going to be a lot of going back and forth. But we should get down there in reasonable time. Next up, though, we've got another duplicant to choose from, because the hits just don't keep coming. Don't stop coming? It's the hits just keep on coming. That's it. We don't want a mouth breather, and between the two of these, I think we're going to need more suppliers. No one can keep up with all the supplying that's going on, so please welcome duplicant number 30, Kevin Tagney. Tagney? Kevin Tagney. Okay, we'll go with Tagney. Tagney? Yeah, I'm terrible at this stuff. Let's finish this off and find out what's down here. So we finally get to find out what this is. And actually, that's a wide one. Is that a leaky oil fissure? Okay. But you'll never believe what else I found down here. I swear, it's unbelievable. It's another slime biome. There's another slime biome down here. They're just everywhere. This map is nothing but slime biomes. You know, I shouldn't complain. It's providing us with all our food. Though I think we've reached a good point today. We have cored out quite a lot of the map. We're up to 30 of our 140 duplicants, which means that's about an average of 10 an episode, which is pretty decent considering the amount we have to get done and squeezed into each one. We have got our ranch farms, our ranches sorted. It's just a case of getting all our hatches into them. I'm going to switch over entirely to pretty much stone hatches because we have a lot of sedimentary rock we want to turn into coal. We have 131 tons of coal, 100 tons of algae. I think we're going to be good for a while longer. We haven't come close to imminent collapse just yet. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and good luck.